Hello and welcome to today's fun video. So today we are making this gorgeous folio. It is so perfect and I absolutely love it. I love this front cover. I haven't done anything like it before and it's just so much fun. So this actually comes in a template ready to just cut out and then follow the instructions and assemble. This is the gold project for our June kit. And if you don't know what the gold project is, it is just we have a monthly kit club and we have two subscription platforms. One is the premium bundle and one is the premium gold bundle. This is the little fun extra project that we do for our gold subscribers. It's really cute. And while I'm at it, I'm going to show you guys the June kit as well. Whether you're a premium member or a premium gold member, you will get this gorgeous kit. It is called Rosewood Estate. It has 55 pages of just beautiful goodies, and it's absolutely beautiful. If you want this kit, there are actually two different ways that you can get it, and I'll have everything also linked in the description of this video if you are interested. And no, you do not have to be a subscriber to get the kit, the Rosewood Estate kit, or the Gold Project Folio, which we are doing today. You can buy them separately on Etsy as well. Alright, my lovely friends, now that that is out of the way, we can actually jump into the tutorial of this video. So here I have all of the pieces that I'm going to be using in today's tutorial. It's nothing too crazy. You're just going to see, it's actually a very simple tutorial and you're going to just see those pieces out. Now, I want to preface that I printed everything on 110-pound cardstock, and there is a backing paper that you can print in this kit, but I only printed the backing paper, which is a black paper, on the pages that had black on them. So you'll see those pieces. Like this piece, I printed black backing paper on, which is included in the kit, and these pieces as well. So again, you don't need to print backing paper on anything other than these like black pieces, and it actually says that in the kit. So you will see the papers and it'll say print this paper with backing paper, and you'll kind of know what to do. And again, I printed everything on 110-pound cardstock. I feel like these black pieces for sure need to be printed on 110-pound cardstock, but you could definitely get away with printing all of the other pieces on regular weight copy paper if you want, but I did everything with 110-pound cardstock. And for today's project, I am using art glitter glue. I ran out of my favorite glue stick, which is the Scotch glue sticks. They're really wonderful and work super great. I think art glitter glue is great for precision gluing, and glue sticks are great for when you need to put a big piece of paper on at once and use a ton of glue. So use what you have and let's get into it. We're going to start with this piece right here. I folded everything and scored everything. I didn't do a ton of inking because the papers are so dark. And here's kind of what it's going to look like. The top gets folded down onto these little flaps here. And we're going to just start by gluing these little, I want to call them file folder flaps. It's kind of a mouthful, but that is what they look like. And I love the little tabs up top. I think they're so cute and would be really fun to stamp some numbers on. But as you can see, these pieces have a little bit of a flap so that we can glue them down, and then they can become a flip flap that can open and close. So I'm going to start by just using my art glitter glue. This is a great time to use art glitter glue because it's a little bit more precision. And I'm just going to glue that flap down. We have the white side facing up for this part. Doesn't really matter a whole ton, but it's kind of what I prefer. And then you're going to line your bottom corners up perfectly, and that just helps you get a nice and straight fold, and it looks really good. I'm going to hold that for a minute because it does take a second to dry, but here's what that first step should look like. You just open it up, and this is kind of what it's going to look like. But we are going to add the rest of our little file folder flaps on to this one, and I'm going to speed this part of the video up because it takes a little bit of time to let that glue dry, but it is pretty self-explanatory. You should have 4 flaps total, and to me this process is just really relaxing, so have fun with it. And remember that even though this is a template and there is kind of a designated way to do it, that you can always mix things up, and if you glue something in the wrong place, you can still totally make it work. Just have fun with it, and it's really cute. Okay, so I've glued everything. Here's what it looks like. You open it up and you have those really cute flaps waiting to be embellished. However, we are going to move on to our cover. So you have these 4 pieces in the kit. They look like this, and they are all the same size. And you're going to pick one to be your cover, pick one to be on the back, and then pick 2 to be on the inside. This one's going to be my back paper, and this cute floral botanical one is going to be my cover. So let me show you. I'm just going to glue them down. You can leave them open as pockets, but I'm just gluing mine all the way flat down to the paper. And there's a very thin black border that you should see after you've glued it down, as you can kind of see in this portion of the video. So right now I'm just, again, focusing on the front and the back, so I'm just going to glue everything down to create my front and back covers. This, again, is probably a good time to have used a glue stick. It gets a little bit tedious to use that art glitter glue in my opinion, but totally whatever works, whatever your favorite glue is, just go for it. And here is the finished look for you guys. It does take a second to dry, and that is totally okay, but this is kind of what it should look like. And again, do be careful not to glue on anything upside down. Make sure that your cover is facing the way you want it to. And now we're actually going to take those 2 pieces of paper that are the same size as the cover, and we're going to put them on the inside of this folio. Just creates a really wonderful layered effect. It's really cute. This is where I'm placing my 2 papers, but again, you can kind of choose to do whatever you want. And again, totally, if you want, you could just watch this video and then go off and make this folio yourself. It's a pretty, I think, easy tutorial in comparison to some of the other ones that we have done, and it's just incredibly relaxing, and the end result is just super satisfying. So I mean, that is an option as well, or you can follow along with this video, whatever works best for you. But here's kind of what that's going to look like. I love the black border. I think it really adds a whole new look, and it's super cute. For this next part, we're actually going to grab these little papers right here. So there are 8 papers total, and I kind of sorted mine with the neutral ones. These are the more neutral papers, and they come in 4 different size rectangles because these are going to get put on our file folder flaps. And then I put some colorful ones in as well. You could do the neutral ones on the front and the colorful ones on the back. You can mix and match. It's totally up to you. I wanted to do my colorful ones on the front, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to set my neutral papers aside and just work with these colorful pieces and glue them down onto the flaps of my file folder flaps, pockets. I don't know what to really call them. Sorry that the video is a little bit out of frame here. That gets fixed very soon. Don't worry. But I'm going to just start with my largest rectangle and get gluing. And for this part, it really is just a matter of gluing those pieces of paper down. So I'm going to put some Zen music on, but leave you with one tip. Make sure that as you're gluing these, that you really focus on getting your corners glued down, because it just makes the world of a difference. And this part is so much fun. So good luck. Okay, well, I'm totally loving this, and I hope you guys are too. This is so much fun. So next up we have these 3 pocket pieces, and I'm just going to go ahead and glue them down on this little portion here. You can space them how you want. I just spaced mine right clustered together, pretty much as close as you can get them. And it's just really fun. It's just another fun thing to add. Make sure you're just gluing the 3 sides and then leaving the actual flap open so items can go inside. Also on this page, I have these 2 black corner pieces, and I'm trying to decide where I want to put them, and I settled up on the top there. They can be decorative, or they can actually be used as a little bit of a corner tuck, so up to you as well. And here's how it's coming along. It's really, really cute, and having a lot of fun. I also have these 3 long rectangles, which can be used as pockets, and I'm going to be putting them on my neutral side papers, on those flip-flap folio flips. Again, I don't know what to call them, but I chose to put them just based on what looked best, and I left that 4th side open so it could be a long pocket to be able to tuck things inside. Next up, we're going to be focusing on our cover and our back cover. So we have 2 pieces to work with. We have this pre-made belly band that I'm going to be putting on the back, and this is going to be my closure for this folio. So I already cut and scored it how I want it, but it's going to look like this. And you could technically work with it and kind of do some different unique things with it, but I'm really just gluing that one flap down, and it's on the bottom, which I thought was fun because I haven't done anything like that before, and it just opens up like that. Super cute. And I put it on this step so I could kind of cover it up with the belly band. For the belly band, I'm just going to do 2 strips of glue so that items can slide underneath it if I would like. And let's take a look at kind of what this is looking like. And now we're going to do a little bit more with this flap. So this butterfly comes in the kit, and I ended up deciding against it because I know you guys love embellishments most of the time. I am such a plain girl when it comes to my junk journaling. I sometimes like the simpler the better. So I debated on this butterfly for a minute, and I decided to just not use it and to instead just use that little circle and glue it right up at the top. For this part, I used an eyelet and my eyelet puncher to create the closure. So I added that hole and then added in the eyelet, and for this next step I actually just wanted some simple string. You could use Velcro for this, you could use magnets, string. There's so many different ways you can do it, and this is just the way that made sense to me this time. And I didn't want my string to be too thick, so I actually kind of came up with this little knot to be able to do. I just did a regular granny knot, like as you can see right there. Then I grabbed the other end of the string and pulled it all the way through. This is just so I didn't have to do double string and have it too thick. I just wanted a nice, clean, sleek, thin look. And I just pulled it tight and then added an extra knot just to finish it off. I don't really know how I came up with this. It kind of just came to me. It made sense in the moment. But yeah, I added that extra knot and it just really secured it. And then for good measure, I added one more. And then, of course, you guys can't forget to add a little bit of glue onto your knot because it's going to secure it and make it so good. I also ended up trimming my string to the preferred length. I went around 1 time, 2 times, and left a little bit extra up at the top to be able to tuck under. So I left like 2.5 inches up at the top. And then what I did is I literally just tucked it under both strings and got it kind of aligned how I wanted to, and it's actually surprisingly really secure. So there's a million different ways you could do it. You could tie a bow, you could use ribbon, whatever it is you prefer, but this is what I chose to do, and I love how it turned out. And if you did want to use that butterfly, that is what it would look like. It's actually really cute, and I still might glue it on. I'm so indecisive, so whenever I'm indecisive, I just don't do anything, which, I don't know, it's totally up to you and what your style is. But let's do a little walkthrough. So we open it up and we have, to demonstrate, I'm going to use this butterfly. We have 3 different pockets of different sizes. We have these gorgeous file folder flaps with pockets on the inside as well. There's so much embellishing and so many fun ideas that come to my mind when I think of decorating this, and there's just so many flaps, so it's a lot of fun. And we'll go ahead and close that up. You guys, when you finish this, it's just such a thick folio that it is so much fun to hold and play with. It's sturdy. That's one thing I've really been focusing on this past year in creating kits for you guys, is making sturdy kits that are gonna last. And if you use glue that lasts, these are gonna last a long time, and they're really cute. And that is the end of this tutorial. Feel free to embellish this folio however you like, leave it as is, whatever you prefer. I just had so much fun, and I hope you guys did as well. Thank you so much for watching, and again, if you like this specific kit, you can either become a gold subscriber during the month of June 2025, or you can purchase the kit separately on our website or on Etsy, whatever you prefer. There's just lots of fun ways to get it. And yes, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and you join us for more fun tutorials on our channel in the following weeks. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Goodbye.